So in Minecraft 1.18, there's these really cool mountains, and I'm going to transform one of them into a volcano base. But first I need to make a new world. Okay, now I can explain what I'm going to do. Basically, I'm going to be cutting the top of the mountain off like this, and then I'm going to make a giant hole in the mountain and put lava in it. Then I will make it look like it's erupting, and finally I will add some sort of base thing. So the first thing I need to do is find a good mountain. I ended up traveling tens of thousands of blocks in search of the perfect mountain to make my volcano. And I just ended up with this one. The first thing I have to do is level off the top of the mountain because volcanoes don't usually look like this. So I guess I'll start that. This is already taking a while and I am literally only 1% finished. So now I'm going to make an outline of where the hole is going to go. That should be good. It's not very round, but it should look fine. So now I'm going to hollow out the entire inside of the volcano. This is going to take a while. This literally feels like it's taking forever, and I'm only like 30 minutes in. I realize I could have used TNT or a better pickaxe, but I guess I'm just built different. This is me breaking the last block. I kind of forgot to acknowledge it. I would lie and say that mining this out took me 20 hours, but it really only took about 3 hours total. But this is only the beginning, and there is still a lot more to build, so it's going to get much harder. So now I have to figure out how to make this look like a volcano because these blocks aren't really cutting it. I guess I am going to cover it in brown concrete because that seems easy to get. But first I need to beat the game so I can make a gravity block duper. I also went ahead and got an elytra and a few totems, but something is still missing. Okay, now this video is completely original. So now it's time to build the gravity block farm. I am definitely just going to copy this from memory and not a tutorial. Why does silverfish even exist? Okay, the farm is done and it works, so now I just need brown concrete. This took a lot longer than it should have. I never knew that brown dye was so hard to get. Well, now the farm is going, so all I have to do is wait. Okay, now that I have enough concrete, it is time to cover the mountain. First I am going to be doing the outside, then I will do the inside, which will be much harder. Also, if you are wondering, I am going to water the whole thing to harden the concrete after I'm finished. So this is what it looks like so far. Honestly, it looks like a poop mountain, but it's too late to go back now, so I'm just going to finish it. So I finished the mountain, and it honestly looks like it's covered in dirt. Hopefully it'll look better once I add water. Now that I've added water, it looks a little bit better, but I'm still not finished, so hopefully it will improve. Now I have to fill the entire inside with concrete powder as well. So that is one ring of concrete, and it took me almost 80 blocks, and I have to do this 50 more times. This is going to be fun. The most annoying part about this is filling in the top layers. It takes so long since I can't place blocks under my feet. I also just realized that as I go higher up, the concrete will fall, so I'm going to have to place something underneath it to hold it up. I'm already out of concrete, so I guess I have to head back to the stronghold. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that should be enough concrete to finish this. Now that I'm finished covering the inside with concrete, it's time to place water on every block. At this point, I thought this was going to be the most annoying part of building, but just know I was wrong. Okay, now that that's done, I just need to make the inside of the volcano look more natural like it does up here. Of course it's snowing on my volcano, that makes sense. This is how I'm getting hardened concrete, by the way. I wish I had just done this for the inside and not watered every single block. Now the inside looks a bit more natural, so now I'm just going to add a few rocks to the bottom. And now that I was done that, it was time to move on to the hardest part, filling the bottom with lava. This might not sound hard, but each of the blocks equaled to one lava bucket, so this is going to take forever. So the first thing I need to do is get fire resistance so I can just swim in the lava while I'm placing it. I definitely jumped. I might be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Even though this isn't an escape video, I still need to show me making the fire resistance potions. Now that I have fire resistance, I can finally start placing the lava. This just isn't worth it. I'm like 5% complete and I've had to refill my buckets 3 times, so I'm definitely going to need more buckets. If I didn't have fortune, this would be taking forever, but I'm actually getting iron pretty fast. Now I have almost 6 stacks of buckets, so that should be enough. I've ran out of buckets and this is how far I am. I would say that I'm about 35% done, so I'm probably going to need to refill the buckets 2 more times. This right here is the last bucket of lava and I'll be finished. Now I was almost finished the build and I just had to build a cave to allow me to enter the volcano and add a few more details. So this is how far the cave is going to be. This dirt marks the initial area I'm going to dig out. Obviously I'm going to make it look more natural, but this is a start. And that looks pretty good, so now I'm just going to add a few more details to make it look like it's erupting. Why does it keep getting covered in snow? I don't even remember it snowing since last time. So I'm just going to add 2 lava sources coming out of the sides like this. That was a mistake. Now it looks much better. I'm not quite sure if real volcanoes look like this, but it's in Minecraft, so who cares? Now the last thing I need to do is make it look like lava is coming from the top, so it looks like it's actively erupting. This is going to be hard to do, but I have an idea that will require me to get stained glass. While the glass is smelting, I'm going to build an outline of what I want to do in dirt. So I realized that this is going to look terrible, so I'm going to try something else. I went to check how this looks, and the glass is really difficult to see, so I'm going to use orange concrete instead. I would say this turned out pretty good as long as you're looking from the front. Now you're probably wondering how this is a base. I was planning on building something on the inside, but I can't really think of anything to make inside the volcano, so I'm just going to add a little base inside of the cave. And now this is a base, I guess. After building this, I've definitely learned something, and that is that I'm never building something in hardcore Minecraft again.